So an Englishman walks into a gay bar in Texas. This isn't actually a joke. This is a story. This is a true story, and it's a story about me, about the time I went to a gay bar in Waco, Texas, 20 years ago. And it is quite a funny memory, which I was just talking about with someone the other day. So, as you can imagine, 20 years ago in Waco, Texas, a gay bar was very, very, very under the radar. But I had some friends, they were a couple, and they were like, hey, do you want to go to this place? And we were all like, yeah. So I'm going along with my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife. And we go and have a good time. But of course, you also have to understand that, that at the time, I was a 24-year-old English male model, right? Walking into this underground Central Texas gay bar. So as you can imagine, I was basically like reverse kryptonite for these guys. I was getting a lot of attention, even though I am there with my like 5'9", gorgeous Texan supermodel girlfriend. So they know I'm not gay. And it's no problem. I don't care. I'm having a great time. But there was a really funny moment where I kind of feel like maybe I need to go to the bathroom. And so I go to the back and I walk into the bathroom and there is a toilet that is not being used. And then there is a line for the urinal. Now, the reason I know that the toilet is not being used is because there are no walls around this toilet. It is just a bare toilet sitting there in the middle of the room. And as comfortable as I am with my sexuality, I am not going to drop trowel and use the bathroom in front of a room full of dudes. So I'm like, okay, I'm a grown up, I can hold it. So I just join the line for the urinal. And while I'm there, I'm doing what I usually do, which is I'm just yucking it up. I'm just making friends with strangers. Ha ha ha, hee hee hee, cracking gags. So I'm still doing that as I'm leaving the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, okay, making a joke. I open the door and then I walk straight face first into the wall. Except I don't walk into the wall. What I've actually done is walk straight into the sternum between these two enormous pectoral muscles of an absolutely gigantic, hulking, muscular dude. I mean, the guy must have been 6'5" because I'm 5'11", and I had to look up. So I just go bonk into the most solid chest I've ever walked into, take a step back. And I'm like, look up at this guy, and he just looks down at me. And I'm like looking up at him. And he's just huge. I mean, the guy could have played for the NFL. You never know, he bloody could have done. I'm looking up at him. He's a gorgeous guy. He's got like this like black velvet skin. And he just like this big smile just gets on his face. He's looking down at me. And he goes, well, you're just lovely. And I'm just looking up at this dude. And this is where I had a couple of realizations. One, this is when I realized I did not want to go to prison because I would be everybody's bitch. And secondly, I really understand why women feel a certain way about men, because there's just this massive strength difference. Because as I'm looking up into this guy's eyes, the only thing that I'm thinking is, well, if he wants it, there's not much I can do about it. Fortunately, I was just like, he's not, there's no drama. I said, oh, thank you very much. And I squeezed past his absolutely hulking frame. And I quickly went back to our table, sat down between the gay couple that we were there with, took their hands, placed them on my thighs. And I was like, don't you dare let go. But it was a fun day.